The next thing I'm going to talk to you about is what to wear in coin belts and hip scarves while you're belly dance practicing. While you're practicing or taking a class, you can wear anything that's comfortable for you. You can wear something as I'm wearing now, a sports bra top, and like a stretch pants type. You can wear looser fitting pants. You can wear a t-shirt. You can even wear a long skirt if you feel comfortable in that, even sweatpants. Anything that you feel comfortable in and you can get the range of motion in is what you can wear to class or to practice in. You do want something that you can actually easily move it freely in. Another fun thing to add is a coin belt, or otherwise known as a hip scarf. It's something you can take, just wrap it around your waist, tie it to the side, or you can have it as mine is, tied to the front. And what I usually do is I just take a little bit of the top and I just tuck it in, because we're going to be shaking and moving a lot, so you don't want it twisting, moving, or falling down on you. So these are fun little things to put on while you're dancing, and they shake and make a lot of great noise. Another thing it's good for too is that when you're isolating the upper body, you can listen, you won't hear any coins moving, and that way you know you're keeping your bottom half very still. The next thing I'm going to talk to you about is breathing and isolations, two very important things also in belly dance. The isolations in belly dance, when you're learning a move, you really want to try to concentrate on just that move. For instance, if you're doing a chest circle, you want to have just the chest moving, not your lower body and not your shoulders. You really want to keep it isolated. Again, if you're doing the hip lift and drop, you want to make sure you're not bouncing with it. You want to keep it very isolated, just right there in the hip. Hip, hip, hip. Another thing that's very important to go along with that is many people concentrate when they're trying to isolate one part of the body at a time. Something we're not used to doing until we're trained that way. So I find a lot of my students will hold their breath when they're trying to make a move, when they're trying to do a move. Do not hold your breath. When you go to perform later on, this will not enable you to be able to dance and move freely, and you could even pass out. So when you're concentrating on moves such as the chest circle, make sure you can breathe. Sometimes I'll have to go over to my students and tell them to talk. Make sure you can still talk, even if you have to test yourself that way. Make sure you're still breathing. So make sure you try practicing talking while you're doing a move. Again, with the hip, make sure you can breathe and you can talk at the same time. You want to make sure you have enough oxygen in your body. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to warm up the lower body. It's an extension of the upper body, so we can continue right into the lower body. We're going to just step your feet slightly apart, and we're just going to rock our hips from side to side. Rock, 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 rock. Again, you should be doing a warm-up for about 5 to 10 minutes to include the upper and the lower body. So we're going to hold it to one side, pushing the hip out. Really push it out. You should feel the stretch in your hip here. And over to the other side. Really, again, push it out. You should really feel that stretch. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to stretch out to the side. Bending. Make sure your knee does not go over your toes. You should be able to look straight down and see your toes. Just giving your legs an extra bit of a stretch. And then what we're going to do is we're going to swap over to the other side and bring it down. Again, you want to make sure that your knee does not go over your toes. You will hurt yourself otherwise. So just be very conscious that knee does not ride over. Hold it there. You want to bring it forward, walk your feet together, and come back up.